Did you need medical assistance?
No, but I have managed to get authorization for Ms. Hoffman to be treated here. Here's the signed form.
Wow. Well, I will admit I am surprised. I suppose when you put your mind to something, you get it done. Inform
Yeah.
Miss Hoffman we can see her at her earliest convenience.
Oh, do I have to? Do I have to? I mean, you've met her. She's marginally horrible. And I deal with marginally horrible on a regular basis. But she's a special kind of horrible.
Yippee-yay!
So this Emilia Hoffman should be around here somewhere. Is this her residence? Keep out. Yep, definitely. Did I hear a cat? Yeah, definitely giving the same sort of messages as the owner of the house. Hello? Miss Hoffman? Late sleeper, I see. Who sleeps with a shotgun under the pillow? Okay. Probably should remember that.
What the hell do you want?
Why all the hostility?
I served the greatest republic in the world, and I am entitled to medical care. They told me that the first day I signed up. They should be thanking me for keeping them safe. But instead, they're calling me a bigot and treating me like I'm the monster.
You are a bigot. Why do you hate ghouls so much?
You ever seen a feral tear through a squad? Watched a friend get ripped apart because one of those freaks lost control? Ghouls are dangerous. All of them. You don't trust a rabid dog just because it hasn't bit you yet.
People are dangerous. All people. Everyone you meet is just one incident away from snapping. What that incident might be can vary person to person. You're being What illness are you suffering from?
Baja War Syndrome. It's just what you get for surviving out there. Toxins, radiation, bad food, bad water, you name it. No one knows what really causes it, but I'd bet my house it's those damn ghouls. Congress doesn't want to tell Kimball because those zombies vote for him. But I know the truth.
No, you don't. It sounds like the end. Wait, do you think the ghouls poisoned your water supply?
I don't just think it, I know it. My CO trusted a ghoul translator in Baja against my warnings. Fucker turned feral when we were on an expedition. Killed 2 troopers. Spurted out radioactive goop all over our rations when he died, too. Didn't have shit else to eat, so we made do. Now I'm paying for it.
Yeah, that's not the same as them poisoning your rations. I mean, alright, if one of them went feral, you're being unreasonable. You are being unreasonable. You do know that, right?
You think I want to be here? Begging for help from people who'd rather watch me die? I've seen too much to trust ghouls, and I won't change. Call me stubborn, but I call it survival.
Okay, stubborn. How can I help you get medical care? I've already got you medical care, you know.
If you want to help, you could convince that pencil-pushing wet noodle of a man at the DSPV to cover my treatment here at the clinic. I'm not going to Fort Westin, so don't even ask.
Because they've got a ghoul, right? Surely if you're a basket case. I've already helped her. Give me a sec. Just give me a second.
You think I've got all day or something?
Yeah, you're sleeping in the bed all... You're going back to bed, aren't you? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've already... Come here.
You again?
Oh my god. Look, I've already got a space for you in the clinic. I'm regretting it massively. And the only reason I'm actually telling you this is because I met your husband and he seems kind of okay. Plus, I guess if you were promised medical treatment, you deserve it, although I would personally make you walk all the way to the clinic in the army camp just to force you to let a ghoul treat you, but what's done is done. There is a space for you.
It's about damn time. I could have keeled over waiting for him to get it together. I have to get this looked at. See ya, kid.
Don't call me kid. Do not call me... Wow! She may be the most annoying person I've ever met. No. The guy I met last night in the bar. Definitely. I'm thinking I should work on my people skills. That would seem to be useful. I also want to just become a little better at repair. I do have that task in the construction site. And I believe with a little more repair and a magazine, I might be able to get to the bottom of what is going on there. I've started to rack up the wins. I've got one more point. Oh, I like to round things off, although I prefer to round things off that could be useful. And, yeah, sneaking is not exactly, my go-to move. Perhaps becoming a bit better at barter? Just couldn't be much worse at barter, I guess. And let's have a look. Retention could be useful. I've got quite a few magazines at the moment. But honestly, I feel like I need to adapt to my current environment a little quicker. I seem woefully ill-equipped to deal with the problems being thrown at me at the moment, so... Swift learner again. Don't care, she's a horrible person. I feel justified in taking that just because. I really do. Granted, her husband might have been the one wanting to read that magazine, so now I feel a little bad, but I'm getting over it already. Right. So, I've had a few wins now. Speak to the Major Morton, Deputy Bob, Colonel Royez. Right, before I do that, though, I think... Yes, the construction site. Where was that? Oh, it was all the way over there. I feel like with a repair magazine, I can probably figure out what is going on with the construction machines. And if I can do that, I'll know what the problem is. Just have to remember how the hell to get there. Also, while I'm out here... Scars of the Divide. Find the cache of Ultra Stim packs. Oh, no, I will not be going there. It just... Is it possible that I have to go all the way back? I think I do. I feel like this cache of Ultra Stim packs is actually all the way back in the Mojave Desert, and I just don't want to go back there. I really, really don't. So... I'm going to stick with the plan. Am I going through the military base to get there? I think I am. Then I should probably speak to the various people. Just double check. I could go around. Oh, some of them are back there. You know what? I'm here. I may as well call in and see what it is I'm going to need to do to get any joy from the Colonel. I have no real clue which... I'm allowed to enter here. Oh, I'm allowed to enter.
You ever think about how we're guarding sand? Like dying over miles of sand?
No, because I'm not the one guarding it. If I were, I might. Okay. Got a range. That explains the noise.
Hey.
Food. Could this be an officer's tent? It doesn't look officer tent, does it? Oh, there's a doctor.
Stay safe out there.
This is the ghoul doctor, I believe. Just got to introduce myself. Wow, this place has got loads of beds free. Yeah!
You're not a trooper. Do you have business here?
I came to let you thank me for not inflicting a particularly annoying patient on you. Who are you?
Name's Doc Baker. That town to the east of here, I founded it, believe it or not.
Really? When?
Back before the Great War. All of the settlements you see back in New California, Shady, Junktown, The Den. Yep, that was all me.
No, it wasn't. Sorry, not buying that one.
It's good to be skeptical, especially since I'm just messing with you.
Right. Okay, I've got some questions about Fort Westin.
Ask them.
Who's in charge?
Colonel Royez.
Colonel
We had a
Royez.
captain, but she got posted to the power station when he
Met
showed
her.
up.
Met her. Who is it named after?
The fort, some influential counselor from the hub state decades ago. I met his grandkid once. He died during the first battle of Hoover Dam. Kind of a shame. He seemed like a nice kid.
Okay. And, what's it for?
Was once the absolute frontier of the NCR along the Long 15. Doesn't hold really any importance these days.
Yeah. We don't really have a word for not quite frontier, do we? Other questions I
Sure.
may have? I'm curious about you.
Sure thing. Of course, there's no guarantee that I'll be honest.
I have, in fact, noticed that. Is your name really Doc Baker?
No, it isn't. I change my name every time I move so I can make the same joke I played on you. Let's see, I've been Rancher Junktown, Mr. Shady, and Johnny Sacktown.
Okay.
Maybe someday I'll be Tommy Hoover, mechanic.
Oh, you are a doctor, though, right? Where are you from originally?
Originally, a tiny place called Nevada City. You wouldn't know it. Before I joined the
You would be
NCR
correct.
Army, I lived in Cemetery Quarter in the hub, or Sunset Point. Whatever the official name is these days.
Cemetery Quarter? Okay. How did you become a ghoul?
I got exposed to radiation while scavenging the ruins of an old nuclear test site to the east of here. My suit got punctured by robot gunfire, and that let a bunch of radiation seep in. That was oh so long ago.
Did Radaway not fix it up? What's it like being a ghoul?
What's it like being a human? Come on now, that's not an interesting question.
Well, you know how it's like to be a human. Well, you still are human technically anyway, aren't you? I mean, well, I don't know. I don't quite know how it works, but you were human once for sure. Okay, I probably don't
Sure.
have any other questions, so do you offer medical care? I don't need it yet, but do you offer it?
You're not a trooper, so you'll have to pay. But yeah, I can treat you.
Okay.
Oh, and it has to be an NCR money. The department doesn't let me take caps.
Oh. Okay, well, I don't need anything at the moment, so thank you very much.
Sure.
I'm gonna head out.
See ya.
Right, pleasure meeting you. There's absolutely nobody here. Wow, she could have just strolled over here and got herself sorted out, but oh no, she had to make a big bloody deal about it. Some people. Alright, so... flag. Hello?
Haven't seen you around base before. You just passing through?
Sort of. Yeah, got some business to attend to. You know
Business,
how it
huh?
is.
Well, keep me out of it. I'm busy enough as it is. The name's Atwood. Nice to meet you.
Pleased to meet... Oh. You repair things. What do you do here?
I'm the chief mechanic. I fix up basically everything, except the guns. Apparently, it voids the contract with the gun runners if I do that.
Oh. And that includes the trucks?
Yeah, I have to repair the trucks too. It's a real pain. The sand roughs up the engines pretty good. I'm just happy I'm not the one that has to repair the ones out east. Those are the pre-war models. They're probably a goddamn nightmare.
Okay. Why doesn't the NCR use the better stuff out where they're actually fighting a war?
Roads are too tough, replacing the tires is a bitch, because of the raiders, you know. All the usual crap. At some point, just outsourcing all of our convoys to Brahmin caravans is cheaper than guarding and repairing our good vehicles.
Yes, logistics though, it's basically what a war is built upon. What are those things?
Oh, the vertibirds, right?
That thing.
They're big old flying machines. We took them from the Enclave decades ago.
Okay. What's the Enclave?
They were some of the remnants of the old US government before the Great War. The ones that nuked everything. They apparently tried to kill the entire wasteland, too. NCR and Brotherhood fucked them up good. And they're all gone now.
Right. Okay, I've got questions about the vertibirds, including...
Sure.
Can I have one? Are there other vertibirds?
Yep. A whole fleet of them back west. Only 25 of them are fully operational, though. Most of them are committed against the Brotherhood, and there's a couple very small fleets in Baja and the Sonora.
And there any vertibirds in the Mojave?
No. We don't have a dedicated refueling station there, and the reduced range that Maze gives us prevents us from flying over there. Exceptions can be made for important visits or Bear Force 1, which gets the best fuel we have, but most of the birds have very limited range.
Hang on. Kimball's vertibird is going to fly over there soon for the speech.
Look, between you and me, I don't think General Oliver and the Bear Force see eye to eye. Oliver could sign paperwork to get a couple of vertibirds to the dam tomorrow if he wanted to, but he just doesn't want to.
Okay, where'd you get the fuel?
Maze. We distill the ethanol until we've got the best possible blend, and that's our fuel. It kind of sucks because the engines were not designed for it, and the range is just abysmal no matter how much we optimize them. I don't really know where the Enclave got all that oil, but we haven't been able to find it, so we're stuck with this.
Yeah, probably not on land. What are they doing here, the vertibirds?
Camp Yosemite got attacked by the Brotherhood a month ago, so we shifted them west away from the front lines. Even if they are damaged, we don't want them falling into the hands of the Brotherhood.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
Shh, where are you from?
Dayglow. Pretty nice place these days.
Dayglow?
My parents helped keep the radiation pumps fixed up, and I followed in their footsteps. Got a nice scholarship after enlisting in the Bear Force. I'll be out of here in 3 years. I'll probably try moving to the Boneyard, since that's where the jobs are these days.
Okay. Do you have any work for me?
You really want to help out? All right. We'll see what you've got. Our vertibirds have seen better days. We had to tow them out of Camp Yosemite following a pretty nasty attack. They've been sent here for repairs, but it's unlikely they will see action again soon. Logistics are slow, as most parts are pre-war, and these birds are low priority compared to arming troops on the front. To make things worse, we need to turn maize into fuel for these things, which will directly impact the troopers' food supply if we don't find a new supplier. I need help gathering parts for these vertibirds.
Parts?
And a steady supply of maize fuel. I'll start you on the parts first, and we can deal with the suppliers later.
Okay, why don't they send some troops to grab these parts for you?
Trust me, I've been asking the same question. We have troopers sitting on their hands around here waiting to do something, and ineffective equipment waiting to be repaired. I suppose the higher-ups don't want any troopers getting injured out here, especially when we aren't a designated combat zone. They see these birds as unimportant compared to tossing troops into the dam, even if working vertibirds could save lives. It's not my place to judge, though. I'm sure there's a bigger picture I'm not seeing yet.
I would not be so sure if I were you. All right, let's get started. What do I need to do?
Great. I'm going to mark a few areas of interest for you on your Pip-Boy. The first item we need is a new rotor blade. There's an old crash site to the south that may have something promising for us, but don't stick around too long. There's some leftover radiation in the crater.
Ah.
I can't get approval to check out the bird due to the rads, even though it'd just be a quick snatch and grab.
Snatch
Come back with a working rotor,
and grab.
and I'll give you a reward, and get you set up on the next job.
I can do snatch and grab. I have the required skills for that. I'm hoping I also have the required Radex and Radaway for that.
Good afternoon. If
Hello.
you're heading east, be careful. The Mojave's a whole different beast.
Oh yeah, I know. You're not wrong. I'm looking for the Colonel. That looks important. I would have thought I would... Yeah, this looks more like a barracks. Also looks like a barracks.
Hey.
Oh, for crying out loud, stop pointing weapons at people. My God. I swear these people have no training whatsoever. Alright, what do we have here? Hi! Hello?
Hey, I'm Rushing Waters. Welcome to Fort Westin. Make trouble, and I'll make you dead. If you have actual concerns, talk to Colonel Royez. He's inside.
Rushing Waters. I was going to crack a joke and say my name's Cranky Gravel or something, but, this is a tribal name, isn't it? It's unusual.
Not where I'm from.
Okay. This is usually where you supply the required information, so I don't have to say, where are you from?
The beautiful blue rivers and green forests of Toyabe, far to the northeast of here in Nevada.
Okay, and that's quite some armor you have there.
It's the armor of a desert ranger. Or, well, mine is, but some of the NCR's other veteran rangers wear them too. We used to be a different tribe, but we've joined up with the bear.
Tell me about the Desert Rangers.
There's a lot to say. A lot of history in that name. We're older than the Legion, than the NCR, even the Great War. But I'll give you the short version. Our tribe believes in combat excellence, brotherhood, and the right of people to be free from danger, want, and control. The Rangers were a great tribe, with clans in every state in the Old Southwest. If a ranger visited your town, you just knew that your luck was about to change. Our luck ran out 10 years ago. The Legion spooked the command and they fled to the Bear and signed a treaty to bring us into the NCR.
Okay. So the Desert Rangers fought the Legion.
I never met them. I was in Utah for all 7 years we fought them. A lot of my brothers and sisters did, though. Told me that the Legion just kept coming. I guess I can see why we signed the treaty if that was the case.
So why did the Rangers lose to the Legion?
Not sure, really. The way you hear the other Rangers talk, you'd think they were winning. I guess there were just too many of them.
Right. Are there other Desert Rangers here?
At the fort? No. There are none in the Mojave right now either. Kimball's got most of them in Baja or fighting the Brotherhood. It kinda sucks when the leadership signed a treaty for helping us fight the Legion, but wants us fighting their problems instead. I guess that's the game the NCR's playing now.
Yeah, I saw a big old statue for some Rangers to the east of here.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that. Never seen it before though. It's where the treaty was signed.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Tell me about the Desert Rangers. Haven't we already done that?
Did you have other questions?
I don't. No, I didn't.
Go for it.
Nope, no, I didn't. I've got some questions about you.
Fine. It's not like this base is going to be under attack anytime soon.
I love how bored people are around here, that they're willing to answer the most inane questions that ordinarily no human being would consider answering to a complete stranger. So, what are you doing here?
A deeply complicated existential question. I do not know. It's
Okay,
not
then.
because I'm needed here. It's certainly not because I want to be here. The actual reason is because of the Colonel's little Sierra campaign to the north. He wanted someone with a history with the 80s. So, I got pulled west from my normal work in eastern Nevada to be his guide. Then, the colonel brings me in one day and says that we've been redeployed here with no warning.
Okay, the 80s. I sort of heard vaguely about them, but what's your history with them?
A huge roving raider tribe that dominates the I-80. Not sure if they were named after the interstate or the other way around. I once recovered the bodies and motorcycles of a band and brought them back to their camp by myself. That was very important to them. I was named a Bubba, and they promised me that they would always view me as one of their own.
Okay. So, I thought the 80s was a reference to some year or something. Okay, what were you doing in eastern Nevada?
The Bears got designs on conquering all that space to the north of Vegas. So they have little outreach groups to find out what problems there are going to be when they commit to that. Sometimes they send a ranger like me to help out.
Okay, and what did you do before the treaty?
I came of age during the Legion War and was sent to make sure the guns kept flowing from New Canaan to the south. I managed to unite the Mormons, the tribes, the Rangers, and even some of the 80s into a great alliance.
All by yourself?
We defeated the Bone Dancers at Park City and took Wendover from the 80s. I mediated a treaty with the rest of the 80s. It was the safest Utah had ever been. Then we signed the treaty with the NCR. The Rangers were pulled west from everywhere. My understanding was the alliance collapsed without us there. A damn shame.
Okay then. You do like being part of the NCR though, overall, right? You know, like more plus than negative?
No.
Okay, no, right, fair enough, why not?
The Bear is a demanding beast. They want everything, they want it now, and they don't care who they have to hurt to get it. All that power over all that land, it's bound to go bad eventually.
And there's a whole heap of paperwork involved. Not a big fan of the NCR either. I mean, it's the paperwork. So you're unhappy about the treaty, though?
Yeah, and so are most of my brothers and sisters, but they need to fucking get over it.
Right.
All the bitching in the world isn't going to unsign the treaty. I get they're unhappy because the Bear didn't help them for years, but this is our life now.
No, fair enough. Good attitude. Like it. I may have other questions.
Go for it.
Tell me about the Colonel, because that's the man I really need to speak to.
He's a good commander hemmed by bad leadership. The Sierra campaign was a simple, solid, well-done operation. But he is a boss that I never had to answer to before. His ranger, I do feel listened to, but I don't think his bosses are listening to him.
Sorry.
They call him Memo because they don't want to mispronounce Guillermo. He hates that nickname. If his bosses can't even get his name right, then just forget it.
Okay. My brain had a bit of a fritz in the middle of that. Could you say all that again? I'm going to stay very, very still and have my brain not fritz.
He's a good commander hemmed by bad leadership. The Sierra campaign was a simple, solid, well-done operation. But he is a boss that I never had to answer to before. His rangers and my rangers are different. I do feel listened to, but I don't think his bosses are listening to him. They call him Memo because they don't want to mispronounce Guillermo. He hates that nickname.
I would too.
If his bosses can't even get his name right, then just forget it.
No, you're absolutely right. But he sounds like a decent fella.
Keep your wits about you.
Yeah, I try to. Unfortunately, they do tend to want to scatter on occasion. And by on occasion, I mean fairly regularly. Like every few hours or so. Right, anyway, it was nice speaking to you. Okay. So, hi. Is it safe to approach because your turrets seem... Okay, Hi!
This is Fort Westin. You're not a trooper. Do you have business here?
Yeah, we're just going to ignore that then, right? We're just going to pretend that those two really dangerous turrets are not fritzing out at supersonic speed. Sure. Okay, first of all, you are in charge of the NCR around here, yes?
At the fort, yes. My current commanding officer is General Courtney Marks at Murrock. Once the situation is adequately resolved, he will send troops to relieve me, and I will return to my post in the Vault City territory.
Vault City? What are you doing here?
An influential citizen in this town requests military assistance to deal with the reemergence of raiders in this sector. Otherwise, this is a fairly mundane sector. My troops patrol the roads but haven't reported any new raider activity since we've arrived.
Okay, which citizen?
I assume Leland Hightower. He's one of the water merchants and has been working to build up this town.
Met him.
I had a meeting with him not long ago. We discussed high-priority caravans, R&R agreements, and troop allocations.
Okay. What about in the Mojave?
The Mojave Military Authority is led by General Lee Oliver at Hoover Dam. My troops are not presently under his command, nor has he requested their use. His Rangers counterpart is Chief Josh Hanlon.
Okay, so I've got some other questions.
Ask them.
This is a bit personal, but what is so important about Fort Westin?
It's one of our dominant outposts along the Long 15, and it's vital for maintaining our supply line to the Mojave. It's also the evacuation route for the NCR civilians should the Mojave be thrown into chaos.
Okay. And how's it going with the war and everything?
The Brotherhood recently punched a hole through our investment near Lost Hills, but they were taken out in a pitched battle along NCR Grand Route 5. It speaks to increasing desperation and indicates that the siege is working. Still, there seems to be no indication that the stalemate is going to be broken anytime this year.
So the NCR is at war, full all-out war with the Brotherhood?
Not from the NCR? Or just uninformed? Now, I suppose it doesn't matter. The answer is yes.
So why?
A lot of reasons. None of them particularly good. The biggest one is leadership. The current Brotherhood Council of Elders is increasingly unresponsive to negotiations. Of course, neither is our... All I can say is that it's a shame that the war has been going on for so long, and I will be happy when it ends.
As long as it ends in your favor, I assume. Tell me more about the Brotherhood.
Well, they're an extraordinarily difficult opponent. They possess an absolute superiority in technology, which has taken us decades to come close to matching. The Brotherhood also employs extensive use of bunkers, which are next to impossible to take without high casualties. Once they've been overcome, the NCR will be able to divert their resources to where else they're needed.
Okay, and they're a Brotherhood in the Mojave, right?
We defeated one of their chapters in battle near Helios 1, but they have been relatively inactive in the 5 years since then. Reports indicate the leader of their breakout was Nolan McNamara, who is certainly intelligent enough to stabilize their situation.
Okay. So, what about Caesar's Legion?
It's the junior conflict to our war with the Brotherhood in terms of resources allocated. But the reports are troubling. They indicate a ruthless, fanatical, well-trained army that is only increasing in number and boldness. We're more than holding our own in the Sonora, but the Legion looks like it's on track to take the dam. If that happens, then this place will become a combat zone.
Right. Okay, well,
ask them.
I got some other questions. Before is there anything I can do to help out here?
Yeah? There's no shortage of small tasks that need to be done around here. Out of curiosity, have you helped out the NCR before?
Okay, I helped clear the roads for Ranger Jackson. I did, didn't I? Yes, I did. Yes.
Roads, always roads. If you're helping the NCR and working your way up the next one, then I have a job for you.
Right, okay. Okay, can you give me a rundown of the situation of this job?
General Marks received troop transfer request earlier this month regarding local instability and the reemergence of raiders in this sector. Most of my attempts at gathering intelligence indicate that two individuals, Frick Stanton and Morton Stone, are at the center of it. Despite our best efforts, details have been hard to come by, so I'm hoping for a fresh set of eyes on this. Specifically, I want you to approach Mr. Stanton in his villa to the south, and Mr. Stone at the town hall. See how they're involved and return to me as soon as you find anything.
You think...
Oh, and let me be clear. I want you to avoid violence at all costs. If it's necessary to use it, it will be my decision, not yours. Are we clear?
We're clear, I guess. Violence is unfortunately my strongest skill, but I've noticed it being one that's less valued here than I'm used to. What do you mean by outside of normal NCR limitations?
I mentioned before that my redeployment was very unexpected. There were still things we could do in the Sierras. I have suspicions that what's going on in Baker has a lot more eyeballs on it from the powers that be than on first glance. I want to play it safe, gather intel and make an informed decision. After all,
Wise.
it will be my name on the forms.
Okay. Tell me about Frick Stanton, at least what you know. I've met him. You're suggesting he has some ties with raiders.
If arrogance was a person, I'm sure it would be less cocky than Mr. Stanton.
Oh,
He visited the base when I arrived.
Worse.
Gave me nearly $1,000 in cash. Gratis, he said. Legally, it was just barely not a bribe. He has an existing contract with the fort to directly supply the base with fresh food. And, to his credit, he has consistently delivered. However, he's managed to anger a lot of important people back west. Enough that the government is pursuing legal indictments against him. Corrupt contractors are part and parcel for the home front. But the latest rumors about the ranchers are my real concern. Evidently, rancher homes were attacked by raiders, but Stanton's boys were quick to move onto their lands. Maybe a buyout, maybe something else.
Okay, what about Mayor Stone? Who may or may not still be the mayor, for all I know.
About a month ago, the town hall went quiet, and many of the workers have not been heard from. The building is on lockdown following a shootout. Morton Stone himself is a rather mysterious fellow. Not a whole lot of records on this man. Almost like someone is covering it up.
Yeah.
All intelligence efforts have failed so far, and the mercenaries that were hired for protection downstairs have turned away my messengers. I can see he was a veteran of the Bullhead campaign, but his employment for the past 2 decades is largely unknown. You should exercise extreme caution when speaking to Mr. Stone, but gather information on his intent with the town hall in Baker.
Okay. Sure, I can help you because I was going to be doing exactly that anyway, because I'm incredibly nosy.
Very good. Return to me once you've gathered information on both Mr. Stanton and Mr. Morton.
No, before we do that. Like, seriously get someone in to
Hello
repair
again.
these. Yes, me again. Look, okay, so I'm assisting a caravaneer named Elias Turner head west to the hub. The DRC officers have refused to help.
Military passes to non-military officials is against the letter of the law, unless exigent circumstances exist. I hate to do this, but I would try Mr. Stanton to see if he'll take him on as a caravaneer, so I can justify through our existing contract with him. Or, you could see if the local mayor is willing to provide him with a temporary military supplier's card. My hands are tied right now.
Right. Well, I've tried both DRCs and they were unable to help him. His identity was stolen by a courier.
Unbelievable. That's a basic task. I may have my officers pay them a visit to see why they couldn't help you. Still, I'd almost be concerned if the DRC was moving fast. So I'd try Mr. Stanton, the Baker police, or the new mayor. Might have better luck with them.
The police. Right, I might try the police. I might... Yeah, no, really, seriously, you need to get that fixed. You have literally got supersonic bobblehead turrets. That sounds cool, but honestly, probably isn't.
Yippee-yay!